Hello, I'm trying again. Round two. This is going to be a great example of you can fail your way to success. Hopefully, practice what you preach, right? So let's start again. So what I wanted to do this morning is come and say hello and share with you one of my, my latest food supplement delivery, talk to you about that, and then talk to you about a very powerful mindset strategy which you can apply to fail your way to success. And I will talk about my area of expertise, which of course is health and weight loss, but this mindset strategy can be applied to any other area in your life as well, whether it's your personal life or business. If you are tuning in now, then please don't be a stranger and say hello in the comments so I can say hello to you back. And if you're watching this later on replay, then please comment #replay. Awesome. Well, let's get started then, shall we? So this delivery that came yesterday afternoon, late afternoon yesterday, is something that I have been taking for, gosh, it must be nearly coming up to 3 years or something like that, a very long time. And I was taking this product to start with to help me lose weight, but now I have been taking it throughout my pregnancy, every single day actually. So that's 8.5 months. I'm 34 weeks now, and I believe it has helped me to feel and, dare I say myself, look good during my pregnancy as well. So without further ado, let's do the reveal and show you what it is. Oh, it's heavy. It's lifty. Oh. Heavy stuff. Here we go. So it is my juice plus shakes, and I've got the mix box, meaning that I've got chocolate as well as vanilla. So I've got some vanilla ones that are at the top, and then I have some chocolate ones here at the bottom. So I've got 6 packs of those that will keep me going for a little while. So I'll put that out of the way. So let me quickly tell you about this wonderful product I've been using for, like I said, it must be nearly 3 years now. So it's the Juice Plus Shake. Firstly, it's completely natural and it's vegan as well, by the way. It's made with vegan milk, and I do normally have it with unsweetened almond milk. It doesn't have, so it's non-GMO. It doesn't have any artificial colorings or flavorings, preservatives. So it's a very pure natural form. It doesn't have any artificial sweetness either. So it's safe also for children to take. It contains 17 plants, so that alone ticks a lot of boxes, and it is high in both protein and fiber. And it's not only fantastic for weight loss, because it can really kickstart or speed up your weight loss journey, but it's really good just to take it for your general health and well-being, which is why I have been continuing to take this throughout my pregnancy. When people ask me about weight loss supplements and do they really work, let me give you my honest answer and opinion on this matter. And that is, if it's a good, very good quality, a scientifically backed up product like this shake is, then absolutely it can really help you lose weight. When I run my weight loss programs, People who take part in my programs either use the products or don't use the products. People choose what they want to do and how they want to take part in my programs. And I've done my programs now 12 times, so quite a few times, enough times for me to collect the data and compare the results of people that are just following the program and people that are following the program whilst choosing products. And the statistics show that people that use products like this will lose up to twice as much weight. Twice as much. So that's not something to be taken lightly. Hand on my heart, they work if you use them correctly. And I will stress the word correctly, because most people, shall I say a lot of people, will come to use this as the miracle product, and they will think that they can take this a couple of times a week, they can carry on with their bad habits, whether it's eating habits or not moving very much, and that they will just have these magical results based on this product only. No, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. And if you look at most food supplements, they will tell you on the label that they work best together with a healthy lifestyle, right? But we tend to forget the healthy lifestyle bit. And then when we don't have the results that we desire, we just say, well, that doesn't work. It's not true. Sometimes we have to just take responsibility for our own actions. So it does work incredibly well when you're trying to lose weight, and I stand by that. And my weight loss programs have shown that. What I else love about it is that it's super versatile, and I haven't really been having it as a shake recently. But I have been adding it to my overnight oats, to my porridge in the mornings, and things like that, to yogurts for extra protein and fiber. For those who don't know, protein and fiber are the king and the queen when it comes to making us feel full for longer. So this is one of the reasons it works really well for weight loss, because it will keep you full for longer. And throughout pregnancy, it's important to have extra protein. So I have been adding this to my breakfast pretty much every single morning. And also because it has got a lot of fiber, it's really good for your gut health. And many of us pregnant women struggle with constipation throughout pregnancy. So this has really helped to, let's say, keep things moving as well. And because it has 17 plants in it as well, and that's really good for your overall health and well-being and things like that. So you can really improve your overall health. I sometimes even make my husband some healthy pancakes with this. I know that mums give these shakes to drink or as pancakes for their children. The chocolate version, I know that some mums will make like a healthy hot chocolate using this. I often make healthy desserts using both of these. So honestly, it's a very, very versatile product. So if anybody is interested in getting your hands on this to improve your health and well-being or to help you lose weight, then please get in touch with me and I'll help you get your order. Like I said, it's a fantastic product, been using it for over 3 years, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I absolutely love it. It's my, one of staple items in my kitchen and in my life. So that's about the shake. So do message me or comment shake in the comment box below, and I'll help you to order yours so you can start your health and weight loss journey right away. What I also wanted to talk to you about today is the mindset strategy, something that I want to share with you that you can apply to health and weight loss, or in any other area in your life, whether it's your personal life and business. And it is that by using this way of thinking, you can actually fail, yes, fail your way to success. What I see a lot when people come to me as private clients or when they take part in my programs or masterclasses, when they have a setback, which by the way is perfectly normal, is just all part of the process. We can't get it all right the first time, if only. It doesn't tend to work like that. Then a phrase that I hear time and time again is that I have to start again. I have to start from zero. And this came up in my latest weight loss program again, when some people said to me, I'm going to go back to the beginning of the program and I'm going to start again. I have to start again. This kind of mindset is not helpful, because what we are doing is we are reaffirming that we keep failing and we have to start again, again and again. Let me just, sorry, something popped up. And when you don't actually look at the situation and look at this setback more closely, and you just kind of think, okay, I've just had this setback, let's start again, you will probably find yourself going through that loop of stopping and starting for a very long time. And that will not move you forward, unfortunately. That will be, as we call it, a setback. And probably over time, it will set you back further and further, because the more often it happens, the more we affirm that we keep failing at these things that we're trying to achieve, the more tired we get because we keep on trying and we keep on failing. So it probably does set you back further and further and further if you apply that kind of thinking. So what I invite my private clients and people that come to my programs to do is to look at the situation with some compassion and with some curiosity. So being curious about this situation and showing yourself compassion at the same time. Firstly, what's important to acknowledge is that these setbacks or relapses or getting off track, whatever you want to call it, are part of the process. We don't get things right the first time. Hardly anyone does. And most people will have these setbacks 3 to 5 times before they are able to completely establish a new lifestyle or new healthy habits. Of course, goes without saying that everybody is different, and some people will manage to do it quicker, and for other people it will take a bit longer. When I look at my own health and weight loss journey, I had about 4 major setbacks. And when I say major, I probably had quite a few more, but they probably would be like little blips here and there, maybe, a naughty treat or a meal or a day. But 4 like major setbacks when I completely went off track for like weeks at the time. And I think last time I had a setback, which, gosh, probably was like a year and a half ago or something like that. And it was for a couple of weeks. And it took me a good couple of weeks. I think it was like 3 weeks or something like that before I regained motivation, belief in myself, and thought, I'm going to try again. Obviously, failed 4 times, massive failure. I'm going to try again. And then luckily, I haven't looked back since. And the reason why I haven't looked back since, and I didn't need to look back since, is because that 4th time when it happened, I was like, why does it keep happening? And without being harsh to myself, being compassionate to myself, I was looking at the situation and thinking, well, why is it that despite my best efforts, there is something that keeps representing itself, something that keeps repeating itself? So without kind of any blaming and guilt, just looking at the situation with curiosity. Is it normally, is there normally a trigger that leads to, let's say, binge eating or skipping exercise, I don't know, drinking, but whatever your problems are with healthy lifestyle? So is there like a trigger? Is it something emotional? Is it a certain type of emotion that comes up that will lead to the situation? Is it a certain situation that creates that facilitates that? Is it a certain place that you're normally in the same place where it happens? Is it normally that there are certain people there, or perhaps the opposite? There are certain people absent when it happens. Hopefully you get the idea. So you start looking at the situation. So let me give you a couple of examples. Let's say you have a goal that you want to go running first thing in the morning, I don't know, 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning, every morning. And that's what you want to do as a new healthy habit that will help you lose weight. And you find that it's just not happening. You will keep up this behavior for a short period of time, and then you just keep having these setbacks. And then ask yourself, well, is it the right exercise for me? Do I actually enjoy running, or am I running because Google says that's the best type of exercise for weight loss, or because my neighbor Mary or my friend Lynn lost a lot of weight because she was running in the mornings? But is that the right exercise for me? Maybe I hate running. Maybe I like walking. Maybe I like swimming. Maybe I like dancing. Is it that I'm forcing myself to get up early in the morning to do some exercise when really I am a night owl? Is it the time of day that is wrong? Or is it that I don't allocate time for it at all and I just expect it to happen? I just expect to magically fit in some exercise into my daily life. And then I wonder it doesn't happen because I haven't allocated time for it. Start asking yourself these questions. If it's to do with eating, for example, and you keep, I don't know, binge eating, is it because there's lack of preparation and you need to really work on your planning and preparation? Is it because it's normally to do with your emotions? Does something happen at home, or does something happen at work? And you notice a pattern that, in those situations, you're likely to eat something that you wouldn't normally eat. If it's drinking, is it like a certain situation that causes you a lot of anxiety and you feel like you need to have a drink to get through the situation? Is it in certain places, I don't know, pubs or restaurants? Is it with certain people who are perhaps not the best influence on you? Start looking at these situations, and hopefully what you will see that there's some sort of pattern. And once you notice a pattern, that's the first step. So you're like, okay, this is what keeps happening. And one of my patterns, and I will share that with you now, was that actually my setbacks most of the time where I was close to a burnout, working really, really hard, working way too much. And it took me a long time to kind of pinpoint that pattern, but I got there in the end, and I knew, right, that's the trigger. When I'm absolutely exhausted, used to be my trigger. So you notice the trigger, you notice the pattern, and then the next thing you want to do is see if you can manage the situation in a healthier way. And this is called managing or anticipating high risk situations. And you just think, well, how can I avoid this from happening again? What measures can I put in place? And how can I deal with those emotions or with that situation in a more healthy way? And that's how you're able to move forward. And this setback doesn't need to take you further back. You can use that as a learning experience, which means that you will fail forward. So although you will have had a failure, you will have moved forwards because you will have learned a lot from that failure. Please comment, follow if you follow my thread of thought, and if that makes sense to you. So I discovered for myself that when I get absolutely exhausted is when that's my trigger, and I will have a setback. So then I could look at the situation from the point of view, what can I do to prevent myself from getting completely exhausted? So what kind of self-care, self-love measures I can put in place so I don't end up in that situation at all? Or if I do end up in that situation, how can I deal with it in a healthier way? So let's say you tend to binge eat, let's say chocolate after a very stressful day at work. So again, you could ask yourself, is it, that I'm working too much? How can I manage my work situation a bit better so I don't get in that emotional state? Is there anything at all that can be changed in that environment? Or when I do have those emotions come up, can I go for a walk to de-stress? Can I do, any kind of mindfulness techniques, relaxation techniques to really calm my nervous system so I don't reach for sugar, as the savior, the instant gratification that is going to sabotage my goals long term. I hope you follow, because it really is a very, very powerful mindset technique. And I do see it way too often when people just have this setback and they just don't give it any thought, and they're so focusing on, I'm going to start again. Can I start again tomorrow? Can I start again next Monday, next month? And they just don't look at the situation. So I really invite you to look at it. Why is it that it keeps happening? And I want to stress that, do that with no blame and no guilt. I don't know if you know, but I was very surprised to learn that the feeling of guilt causes our bodies actually enormous amount of stress. It's one of the highest stress responses that we have. So by feeling guilty, we are really raising our cortisol levels, and then we are increasing all the fat storage, which is the opposite of what we want. So if we keep doing that, it basically means that we've consumed all these extra calories, which is the failure, and then we have this enormous feeling of guilt, which just makes cortisol to shoot up, and we are, taking in every ounce of fat and putting that on because of the feeling of guilt as well. So do approach the situation with compassion. Understand that we can't change overnight. It takes time, and it's perfectly normal to fail along the way. But instead of having to just start again and not thinking about it, look at the situation, try to find your triggers, try to see the pattern. See if you can avoid it from happening, or see if you can manage the situation in a healthier way. I hope that makes sense and you have enjoyed this video. This is just a small little tip amongst the sea of tips that I talk about in my weight loss programs, Restart. The motto for my weight loss programs, which are weight loss psychology programs, is that you can't have a Jennifer Lopez body with a Bridget Jones mindset. And it's all about having the right mindset for your health and weight loss. Because we don't want to just lose weight, we want to keep it off as well, right? It's not difficult to lose weight short term. It's much more difficult to not gain it back. And this is what I teach in my programs. The latest program that I had, which was my first program in Latvian language, was for the month of May, and the top weight loss result was 6.5 kilos, so that's over a stone. And it was truly fantastic to see all the mindset changes, all the healthy habit changes that all the participants made. We had 26 ladies in the program, and I'm super, super proud of them. And yeah, so my approach to weight loss is different to your typical weight loss programs, as in your typical weight loss program will focus on either certain way of eating or certain way of moving your body. So you normally have people that are into nutrition or fitness and exercise that will do these programs. Mine is based on weight loss psychology, although I do give you those tools as well. I do have a weight loss recipe book, and I do have some exercise videos that I share in the group as well. But my approach is that there is no one size fits all when it comes to diet and when it comes to exercise. And that is why, although I give people options, I don't advocate one particular approach. In my point of view, professionally as well as personally, the best diet is the diet that is best for you, the individual. And you can't say that Atkins, keto, or slimming world is the way forward for everyone, because it is not. We all have very different nutritional DNA makeup. And some people will, let's say, absolutely thrive on keto, thrive on vegan, and others will do the opposite. So I'm very careful not to say that, you know, this is something that is for everyone. And the same for exercise. You have to look at what is right for your body. I myself made a mistake in the past when I used to do a lot of high intensity cardio training and heavy weights training, because I thought I was doing the best for my weight loss, to then learn that actually for my body, for my metabolic type, according to my nutritional DNA test, something like walking, Pilates and yoga is much, much better. When I do those high intensity and strength training exercises, it puts my body literally under stress. So I raise the cortisol, and then I start storing more fat, which is the opposite of what I want. So it's really, really important to look at what works best for your body, what works for your, best for your lifestyle, preferences, budget, and things like that. However, when it comes to weight loss psychology, the way how the brain works and responds to things applies to all human beings. And I have seen this throughout all my weight loss programs. These are strategies that work for all people. And that is where my focus is. And I have a good understanding of how the body works, because my degree is in human biosciences. And I have also recently qualified as a psychotherapist, so I've got a really good understanding how the brain works as well, and how combining the two, understanding the biochemistry of the body and how our mind works, we can achieve truly transformational results in our lives. And then what else I bring to the table, lastly, but not least importantly, is also personal experience. I myself have lost over 6 stone in weight, so that's 38 kilos. So I know what it's like from personal experience as well. I used to be anorexic in my teenage years and then overweight. So I've actually been at the polar opposite ends of the scale as well. And I think that is really valuable as well, because I have been to a lot of programs by other people, run by other people, when you can tell that they can't relate on a personal level because they have never been overweight themselves. So they can share all the knowledge in the world, but they can't empathize with you. They haven't walked in your shoes. So if this is something that resonates with you, my weight loss programs are now available on replay, and they're available in 2 languages, and English language as well as Latvian language. And the format that you get is you can choose to join a private Facebook group, or you can choose to watch YouTube videos. You will basically get a lot of different lectures from myself, and then homework followed by that. In addition to tools like I already mentioned, the recipe book and exercises. And then if you want to, you can also buy a private consultation with me afterwards if you want to ask me any specific questions, or if you want me to help you, design a meal plan, or help you, scaffold your own healthy habits with a more personalized approach. You get a good discount if you buy the program plus a consultation with me. That's available with the consultation. That's only available for the next couple of weeks before I go on a well-deserved maternity leave. So if that's something you're interested in, then I'd invite you to sign up now. The information is on my website, www.thebtribe.com, and I will put the link either in the comments below or where the topic of this live video is. So if you're ready to approach weight loss from a different kind of perspective, because you want the long-term results, not just the short-term gain and then watch all the weight creep back on. If you want to stop wasting your precious time, energy, and money on things that have never worked, and I'm sorry to tell you, probably will never work, because you're focusing on the external things, which is eating and exercise, where you should be focusing on is being in the right headspace first. Because if you are, then everything else will fall into place. I can promise you that. So if you're interested in that, I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, if you know any friend or friends that would benefit from listening to this video, then please tag them into the comments in this video so they can watch it on replay, or share this video on your Facebook or Instagram pages, just to spread the word and spread the message, because I think more and more people need to talk about the mindset for weight loss, because that is something that's going to change your life in the long term. And we keep approaching things from the wrong ends, like I said, eating and exercise, which is not something that's going to give you the long-term results normally until you change your mindset. So that's it for today. I shall love you and leave you. Be healthy, be happy, be you. And I look forward to hopefully welcoming many of you in my programs in the near future. Bye for now. My programs in the near future. Bye for now.